Oh, guys, I screwed up. I really screwed up. Oopsie. All is good. We'll get there. We're just coming into Karamias. May 20th is 3:30. It's kind of stormy weather. 16 degrees Celsius. That looks like they are fertilizing there. Makes me want to play some farm sim. Oh, they're seeding as well. So we've got some old Ford tractors, pre-New Holland days, doing fertilizing and seeding. My screw up on a regular YouTube video. I'll keep this one for members only. Get into Karamias here and around K Mountain, and well, not around K Mountain, but we'll see K Mountain and get moving on out. Last night it was snowing. 5 kilometers from where I slept, it was snowing. 2 degrees Celsius last night. Rain's picking up. One thing nice about having the camera this close to the window, a raindrop just blurs the window for a little bit if it does happen to hit right where the lens is facing. But I do have to speed up the wipers just so I can see something. Yeah, it's too slow. You need a step between those two.
Turn left at the stop sign.
Turning or going straight, I can't tell. No singly, no blinky. Oh, okay, you're turning. Next car. It'd be helpful if you did the blinky thing. Oh, no blinky again. There's a blinky on that one. Nice. Coming up the hill so fast, I'm like, you're coming up the hill faster than legal.
Turn right on 7th Avenue.
Love rain like this. This is fun. Yeah, for you guys that go, you guys are going, why is this wipers going so fast? If they're not going this fast, I can't see where I'm going. There's K Mountain again. You can kind of see it.
Stop sign.
So the rain must have just started. Okay, so story time. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Loading this load. Forklift driver is loading it up, and it's like, nope, too heavy. Take that one bundle off, and we were starting to shift stuff around. It's like, yeah, this is going to be a heavy load. Let's get it dead on right. It's like, okay, so we got the trailer PSIs dead on. Okay, perfect. Let's check the truck PSIs. Nope, we're a little bit off. Let's adjust this, adjust that. Okay, there we go. Truck PSI dead on, trailer PSI dead on. We are dead on weight. I wouldn't want to go another 2x4 heavy. We're maxed out. Awesome. Like, I feel good about this. Told me how many feet I have on the load, and I'm like, darn, that is good. Got a lot of lumber on this thing. Awesome sauce. Came to the Castlegar scale, closed. I'm like, cool, nice shortcut. Let's go through Castlegar and head up over the mountain. Midway scale is always closed, but I'm like, yep, that one's closed too. Let's pull into Midway anyway, because going over the Paulson, this load sure does feel heavy. I'm like, I bet you we are right maxed out. So I pull on the steers, and it says 5,000 kilogram on the steers. I'm like, oh, at like a perfect weight. I'm like, nice. We did the math right here. Pull on and weigh my drives, and my eyes go, what? What's that number saying? I think some of those digits are wrong. I'm like, oh, huh. I weighed the trailer. Yep, dead smack on. Well, 10 kilogram over on the trailer. Okay, awesome. There. Did all the math right there, except there's something wrong with my drives. Why does it say I'm overweight? The eye bulging thing. It's like, okay, let's go look at my gauges. I swear I read my gauges, and we maxed out right through the gauges. Go out there, I'm like, yeah, the gauges are right. Why does this not make any sense? I pull out my binder. I'm like, let's look at the binder and see what I have written down there and why this doesn't make any sense. I look at the binder and go, oh, this is a Kenworth and not a Peterbilt. I loaded it for the old numbers for the Peterbilt. Yeah, that's what I did. So, I did think I was loaded to max weights, but I loaded it as if I was driving the Peterbilt. The Peterbilt's a little bit lighter than this truck. So I'm a bit overweight. I don't think I'll get a ticket for it. It's one of those, it's like, it's overweight, but not far enough overweight that warrants a ticket. I might get pulled in. And if I tell them what happened and why it happened, they may be lenient, maybe just give me a warning. I might also get lucky and they won't pull me in at all. But I'm going to be nervous at the scale, that's for sure. No, I'm not giving you guys a number on the YouTubes. I'm not incriminating myself. I guess I am incriminating myself in the fact saying, hey, I am over, but it's not a lot over, but enough to make me nervous. Oh well, I guess I forgot I was in a Kenworth, and the number's different than it used to be. Because most of my loads I'm doing US loads, or they've been really light loads, so I haven't done a lot of max Canadian loads with this truck yet. I think it's my second one. Where I'm like, yep, that'll be a max weight load. And this time I just forgot what my max weight was allowed to be, or my max PSI on the truck was allowed to be. Because there is no scale on the trucks, we have to do the math. This many psi equals this much, this many kilogram, and it's a really good guess. We're usually within, most of the time we're within 100 kilograms. So I can get my weights pretty darn close. Like my trailer, for example, I'm like, yeah, that's maxed out. Like, don't touch that at all. That's maxed out, and I was 10 kilograms over. So I know my gauges, and I can get them really close. I just have to make sure I'm using the right cheat sheet. I didn't look at the cheat sheet at all. I just go, yeah, that's an easy number to remember. Yep, this PSI and that PSI, good enough. Let's do it. Nope. Oopsie. So yeah, there's a small chance if the CVSE officers had a bad day today, and there's a small chance I could get a ticket today, but let's hope that they're not in a bad mood today. Most of the time, I've had the most polite, most professional CVSE officers, so of course, it starts with me being respectful to them when they do pull me in. Not a section of highway I shoot very often, and since today's a bit of a boring run, I'm not saying the roads are boring, I'm just saying the run's kind of boring. I'm doing a Lesnikoff to Richmond run. It's the run that all the rookies get. This is the run that I've done hundreds of times when I was first learning. And every now and then there's a need get more lumber moved there than the rookies can move. We get to run these every now and then. I don't mind, they're just, I know this run inside out. And Highway 3 is a beautiful highway to run. I want to remind all the YouTube members, I see there's some new ones in here. Thank you so much. If you would like me to send you a button and you're donating the second tier or higher, if you're donating second tier or higher, email me your address and I will send you a button. I know most of you have, but I know there's a couple that have not. Yeah, my subscribers have kind of just leveled out. I'm not getting any more new subscribers. People are leaving and coming, and it's just kind of leveled out. But I am getting more YouTube members coming in, so thank you for that. Super, super appreciate it. If you're giving level 1, 2, or 3, you guys are just awesome. Freaking awesome. Why I do these bonus videos now. I like I said, I tried these bonus videos a long time ago, but I just didn't have have the urge to do more of them. And then all of a sudden a bunch of you guys started becoming YouTube members, and I'm like, oh, this is actually fun now. I get to make special bonus videos just for you guys. Today was Friday and I was coming home right now, I would do a live stream designing a new button or something like that, or a new logo. I'm like, it's still a Peterbilt logo. I need to make a new one that's got the Kenworth in it. I really wanted to wait till I got the moose bumper on the front, but that hasn't happened yet, so we'll see. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel like it as well. We'll do a live stream of me designing something new. I don't know what it'll be. My art style is very messy. I like my art style. Nobody else does, but I do, so. And the other thing I would like to say is thank you to the community. You guys are such positive and happy people. I know Mark made a comment about how it seems like the whole group here, everybody commenting, you guys all respect each other. We come from very different viewpoints and believe in different things, and we all still respect each other. We're allowed to talk about something about ourselves without having to try to sell it. It's just, hey, we're just sharing our lives. It's a fun conversation. I know you're not into it, but hey, I'm doing this cool thing right now. And the other awesome part is it seems like everybody supports everybody else and wants to see other people succeed. I love that. There's always those people like that like to see the world burn, and I was afraid that the YouTube channel would attract some of those people, and it really hasn't. There's been a couple people that have left a negative comment here and there, but 99.9% has been super positive and supportive, and you guys helping each other out. Not just talking to me, but to each other. It's pretty cool, so I really respect that, so thank you for that. You guys rock. No, video's not ending, it's okay. It's okay. Didn't mean to scare you. They're irrigating their field and it's raining. Tells you how dry it is. I think it's very dry spring. Say was, if you guys are becoming a YouTube member, don't feel pressure of staying a YouTube member. I really appreciate it, but if you guys have any kind of financial stuff that happens and you need to stop doing the YouTube, don't worry about it. Take care of yourself first. I want to make sure that's clear. I really appreciate the support, but don't do it if it's hurting yourself. Fun road. Carving corners a bit. River down there looks pretty darn full. It's getting right to the flood line. It's going to start overflowing its banks pretty quick. Most of the communities along here have dikes, so they're not in any danger yet. I think it's dry enough a year that they won't be in danger, but the river's getting full. 60-kilometer corner that really catches people off guard. Sometimes you see trucks rolled over down there through the fence. Next time you see them coming up the hill too fast and rolled over the other way. You've passed me twice now. He's faster than me, but it takes extra brakes. Run is boring, but there's still cool stuff to do or see. And I guess the actual run is not boring because I made it more interesting for myself by going overweight. Definitely makes the day more interesting. I messaged the boss and told him, said, hey, this is what I did. Just in case I end up with a ticket, you know it before I do. I'm very open with the boss. I like that. I fess up to everything I do immediately. So you'll never get surprised by something dumb that I did. Okay, boss, I did something dumb. This is what I did and why I did it. Tell you the ride is nicer and smoother. The airbags are designed to carry a lot of weight. Feels like I'm riding on a cushion. The fact that the drives are heavier than the trailer makes it a smoother ride no matter what. If you're way overweight or underweight. I guess if you would go way overweight, the airbags would have to get too much pressure in them and then it'd be a hard ride again. Now. Gold mine town. It's more of like a ghost town nowadays, but not a lot of people live here compared to what it used to be. The old Colonial Inn is a huge hotel that used to probably house a lot of gold prospectors. It's all over the place here. Made pie. I'm not sure if they're just saying made pie or if there's a word that's missing, like fresh made pie or homemade pie. Probably homemade pie. I bet there's a home missing. I pull over into that pullout all the time as well. Often have supper there. Looks like he just changed his tire and he's putting his spare or his flat tire away, just cleaning up. Flat tire. Another corner that truckers roll over is this one here. Actually, in the rock slide area, you see all the sawdust on the bottom. Because a trailer with sawdust rolled over there. stopping for supper. It's 4 o'clock now. Speaking of which, I should think about making some supper. Got some good chicken there in the freezer. If I pulled that out, next time I stop, threw it in the toaster oven, set it for 45 minutes at like 250. I think I could be hungry by then. That way the food is, it'd be nice, warm, homemade, warmed up food. Just pull over and take a half-hour break while I eat. Have confirmed that we are driving on old railroad grade. That's why this road is so nice and even on this side of that bridge that we just crossed a little bit ago. On this side of the river here, this used to be a railroad, and they widened it and built a highway on it. Highway still on the other side, the old highway. That's why it has these nice gentle curves instead of all the tight stuff that we were dealing with before. And no steep hills, it's just a nice gradual grade up. Good for fuel economy. Yeah, lilacs are blooming like crazy. Jess would hate it. She's super allergic to them. Feels very strongly about them. Kind of noticing most truck drivers are waving today. Kind of nice. May 25th, so in 5 days from now. I guess it's a long weekend for us, so it'll be on Tuesday, right? So next week, Tuesday. Seal coating. Basically, they fill in all the cracks that the winter caused. And you fill in the cracks so that water doesn't get in there and make the road worse. Seal coating. If you don't fill in the cracks, the road deteriorates a lot faster. It's more and more important in places that are colder because you get so many cracks. Because in the winter the pavement shrinks so much, creates all these big cracks. And of course, every time a big rig wheel hits the edge of that crack, there's a chance of breaking the pavement loose too and make some big potholes. So they do preventative maintenance by filling in the cracks, keeps them from breaking loose. let's do it. That's another section of highway I rarely record, from Princeton to Manning Park. I record at Manning Park all the time, but not between the two. There's not much there. There's no towns, nothing. It's just nothing. Lots and lots of nothing. So do I fuel up in Princeton? If I get fuel, it's going to be very little. Maybe we can hold off on fuel. We're at a quarter tank. Thanks for the static. Not helpful. I had it set on scan. We'll stay on that 2 for now. I hear some static there. Certainly not much. Radios are pretty quiet these days. Yesterday going through a tunnel. I wasn't going to, but I did. That'll be on the regular videos coming up. always doesn't want all the bonus videos to be in order and schedule them for weekends. I can do that, but I figure it's cool to do something different and you guys get a sneak peek. Sometimes I talk about things that you guys will hear me talking about in 2 weeks from now. On bear hunts now too. It's a season for bears to be out, so whenever we go through Manning Park, I'll be recording video. A lot of the time I'll just delete it after if we didn't see a bear. I've got the bear cam up and running just in case I'm not recording video. Hopefully the bear cam, it's set really low on the dashboard, so it's got a lot of hood in it, but like maybe it'll catch a bear. If I get a really long cord, I could set it up higher on the, but I need to get a really long cord and thread it through somewhere. Or I can pull the dash or the roof apart and put in a USB plug up there. Pretty tempting to do. I don't know. Because there's power coming to the radios. Could I splice a USB off of that cable, or would I be sucking too much power out of it then if I was recording dash cam off the same cables? I'm not sure. In the pickup I've got extra USB ports. I drilled holes in the dash and put in extra ports, but those wires are running directly to the battery, which means if you leave something plugged in there, you're going to kill the battery. But you can charge something there even if the truck is off. As long as we remember that we're draining the battery, it's all right. Princeton Golf Course on the left. Black stumps that always make me think of bears, especially when you're bear hunting. Not actual bear hunting, although that is a thing. I think you have to enter a lottery to go bear hunting, but because they really limit how many you're allowed to. Yeah, usually Princeton radio is pretty busy here, but I guess it's late enough in the day that most of the mills are shut down already, so there's not much chatter on the radio. Hitting that scan button.
One day I gotta come out and help the kid install the door and his shed out there so they can get his quad in and out of there, eh? So. But anyways, other than that, not really much. I sit here while the kids are gonna, the one day they got off, they're gonna go camping up in the bush. I said, well, take the Jeep and go up and meet up with them. No, you might put a scratch on it. I said, what? And they gotta get the pavement princess up there one of these days. guys are gonna end up towing behind the motorhome and hitting sand dunes and shit in it. You should be like, look, today's little adventure, we're gonna go out and we're gonna put a whole bunch of bush scratches on this Jeep. We're just gonna get it over with right now.
I agree.
Oh, I already had her out last week and went slamming. I had to stop, put it four-wheel drive, couldn't make it up the hill there, but yeah, I got up above, way above our plates up there by the hydro lines, all the hydro lines up there. Pretty nice view up there, so she's had a little taste of it already. We'll get there. Automatic or standard? Automatic. Yeah, right on. Yeah, 4 low, second gear. Pretty burly in those. Yeah, well, the other one, that one I sold Eddie, had a standard in it, and I just figured, you know what, I drive a standard here every day, I'm gonna get an automatic, so I like it, it's good. Killer stereo in it, the big Alpine. All right on. But I just ordered a bunch of shit the other night. My amp came, but I'm gonna put a decent stereo in the car. Right on. So were you out there warmed up them tires to make sure that they grip okay? Yeah, when I was day I got them put on, just adjusting when I was pulling out of Ken's there, I'm like, I said, do you encourage customers to do big smoke shows in front of the shop there when they're satisfied? And he's like, we love repeat business. So I backed her out on the street and just filled it with smoke, pulled away. Yeah, some things never change, eh? I see fucking Gary Mitchell at the Lickman Timmy's the other day. I was just coming out and I see him pull in, I know his routine, so right away I'm like, yep, that's Gary. So I roll up my park right beside where he's gonna park. Yeah, he rolls up beside me, giving me the look while I'm like laying a fucking patch, doing a brake stand, big cloud of smoke for him to jump out of and say hi to. Right on. Smoke him if you got him. Anyway, you're getting scratchy here and I'm just making my left into where I gotta be. Hey, have a good day, be safe, going that way, talk to you later. Roger that. Good ride, there was nothing to buggy going down there, John. The usual bullshit. Alright, well, I come across from Khalid and it was good to there. Catch you later. Alright, Larry, have a good ride. Going down the main drag here. Try to get in there your way today. Okay, right on.
There we got some truckers chatting. It's
I'll get you later. Yeah, sounds good. Just gonna go back to one here.
those trucks that we were seeing passing there. It's the aggressive company. That's who was talking to each other. So talking about doing burnouts. Like I said, Princeton's usually pretty busy. Every now and then you get a good conversation. Alright, I think we've been going almost an hour, so climb out of Princeton here and we'll call it a day. Bubbles and white foam on the road. That means it's slippery. It's actually a good life tip, life hack, driving hack. If you're driving down the road and it's raining and you see a lot of looks like dish soap on the road, bubbling white, be careful. She's slippery. What happens is you have a long dry spell and every truck driving by drops a little bit of radiant fluid or a little bit of oil or a little bit of washer fluid. All that stuff builds up on the road, and then when you have that first rainfall in a while, all that stuff bubbles up and becomes very slippery. So until that washes off the road, the road gets very slippery. Sometimes it can be like black ice type of slippery. So be careful if you see the road all full of suds. Not speeding up enough, I'm going to put my forward flashers on. Got quite the climb out of Princeton, so I'm not going to bore you guys with that. Thank you guys again. Like I said earlier, super appreciate all the support I'm getting from you guys. I think a bunch of you are on the second tier, helping me out on the second tier there. And did I just pass him? I feel like I just passed him. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. You guys absolutely rock. I'm out of here.
Oil tanker, copper 14 now.